Good evening. It's 9 p.m. here in South Korea. Thank you for joining us on Arirang News. We begin with South Korea's President Yoon highlighting the importance of three-way cooperation between Seoul, Washington, and Tokyo. This as he presides over a security review meeting today, saying the nation is facing risks involving security and the economy. Our top office correspondent, Oh Soo-young, leads us off.
Cooperation with the United States and Japan is more important than ever for South Korea to overcome numerous external crises. That's according to President Yoon on Wednesday, speaking at a second conference on reviewing major national tasks, focusing on diplomacy, unification, national defense and veterans. Addressing security crises, namely North Korea, Yoon said it is vital to bolster America's extended deterrence policy of coming to its allies' defense upon nuclear or conventional attack. He also vowed to ramp up combat training, as well as South Korea's three-axis kill chain system, which comprises preemptive strike, missile defense and retaliation against the North's attacks. Yoon further called for efforts to tackle North Korea's serious human rights abuses. Amid South Korea's efforts to boost trilateral cooperation with the US and Japan on dealing with North Korea and other regional security issues, Yoon said Seoul and Washington ties will go beyond military security to become a global comprehensive strategic alliance. He also noted how Seoul and Tokyo's trade relations and security cooperation have been normalized after his administration in March moved to end the dispute over Japan's wartime use of forced labor. However, outreach to Japan has caused some controversy at home, as left-wing and victims groups decry the government's plan to compensate forced labor victims without requiring reparations or fresh apologies from Japanese firms. Declaring that state affairs and diplomacy are two sides of the same coin, Yoon called for closer cooperation with like-minded countries.
저는 취임 이후 자유, 인권, 또 법의 지배라는 보편적 가치에 기반하는 국가 간의 연대와 협력을 강조해 왔습니다. 보편적 가치를 공유하는 국가 간의 연대와 협력은 국제사회에서 우리의 생존과 국익뿐 아니라 우리의 헌법 가치인 자유민주주의와 시장경제 체제와 직결된 문제입니다.
As people's livelihoods depend on strengthening supply chains and keeping ahead technologically with cutting-edge innovations, Yoon stressed the need for skillful diplomacy and cooperation in various forms of security. In particular, Yoon underscored economic security, pledging to continue expanding export markets and global cooperation on nuclear power plants, semiconductors and supply chains. On that note, the president said he broadened economic security ties with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates as a part of his so-called sales diplomacy. Around 100 experts and members of the public participated in Wednesday's discussions and question sessions. The first review conference was held last December, focusing on labor, education and pensions. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.